Hare Krishna. So His Grace Rasmay Nityanand Prabhu joins ISKCON, so to speak, devotional career in year 2008. Prabhu's devotional and spiritual journey begins in 2008 during his college years at National Institute of Technology, Durgapur. And there he meets with devotees from Sridham, Mayapur. And since then, Prabhuji is continuing Krishna Bhakti, Krishna consciousness. So it's more than around 16 years, 16 or 17 years. So we see Prabhuji in 2012 completed his engineering from the same college. And after getting graduated, Prabhuji went for Wipro Technologies. Prabhuji worked there for 2.5 years. Then in 2013, Prabhuji got initiated, first initiation from His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on the day most auspicious day of Radhashtami in Sridham Mayapur. And he became even more committed to serve ISKCON Mayapur community, so to speak. So Prabhuji is very much dedicated in his, especially the services, whatever he has performed throughout his whole spiritual career. And after that, some number of years of committed services, His Grace Rasmay Nityanand took up Bhakti Sastri courses in Sridham Mayapur in the year 2017-18. Prabhuji also completed his Bhakti Vaibhav in 2024, just last year. And now he's also teaching in various platforms like Malaysia. There is another institution for spiritual education, and in India also, in different forums, Prabhuji is speaking and training people into Bhakti Shastras. So Prabhuji also had organized and Prabhuji also had completed his teacher training course, all different gradations of TTCs. In 2015, following God Purnima, Rasmay Nityanand Prabhu joined Brahmachari Ashram as a full-time Brahmachari. Prabhuji joined ISKCON Mayapur, and since then he had been serving in various capacities, like mainly youth preaching in various colleges like NIT Durgapur, Dr. Bishra Engineering College. And after that, Prabhuji was called for very, very emergency service in Sridham Mayapur. That was the time. Then pandemic, COVID-19 broke up in Sridham Mayapur. And that was the time, like people were like helpless. Who will care for them and how everything will be taken care? So Rasmay Nityanand Prabhu actually took this cause in like life and soul in his heart. And for the whole Mayapur community know that how much Prabhuji had served, along with some more like Mayapur community hospital doctors. So after pandemic subsided, Prabhuji was requested to take up a new devotee program, training program, the full-fledged leadership in training program in Bhakta program in Sridham Mayapur. So Prabhuji is also, before he was just taking care of one NDP, one wing of new devotee program, but now the all NDP programs are under leadership of His Grace Rasmay Nityanand Prabhu. So like this, Prabhuji had been very exemplary and taking all the leadership, a servant leadership role in various projects and services in Sridham Mayapur for the betterment and for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada and all previous acharyas, because this was the desire of previous acharyas to serve Sridham Mayapur. Serving Sridham Mayapur is service to throughout the whole ISKCON world and all the Vaishnava community throughout the whole world. So we are very, very fortunate to have with us today His Grace Rasmay Nityanand Prabhu. And Prabhu is going to share with us what is the significance of Akshay Tritiya for a devotees and how it's so relevant to us and how we can do best celebrating this Akshay Tritiya festival. So we like to welcome His Grace Rasmay Prabhu. So I like to request once again, as I do every time, kindly unmute yourself and unmute your video also. So I see hardly, some very like generous devotees, so to speak. Generous devotees are there who has opened their videos. So just opening videos to become so generous, it's required just a click, and maybe it requires some millicalories, and might not even micro calories. So devotees, kindly spare those macro calories from your abundance ocean of energy and switch on your videos, switch on your sound, unmute yourself, and chant loudly Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
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 Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram.
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Thank you so much, all wonderful devotees for assembling, and over to you, His Grace Rasmanitan Bro.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I'm just checking. Am I audible to all of you? Okay. So thank you very much for everyone to come for this session. And Nityanand Mayapur said many things. So I know that how much I have to do it. But anyway, this the importance of Akshay Tritiya. So I take this opportunity to, I would say, that revise for myself that what I have to do, and that is the best way which if I can imbibe in my life, that will reflect in somewhat a small portion or insignificant portion in your life. So on his request, I'm trying to do these services. So thanks again for all of you. So as you know, this the Akshay Tritiya, very famous day actually in India. So as Prabhu said, so I made a small PPT, so I'd like to share so that all of you can see. And then we will be discussing some points from there. So I hope now it is visible to all of you. Hare Krishna. Is it visible? Okay. So Akshay Tritiya, the the right side we are seeing that how Krishna and Sudama is meeting, and the second headline which we have made, a day of blessings and devotion. So definitely in the outside world, whether somebody is knowing that this day is for devotion and the blessings of Lord or not, but still they go to temple. Especially if you have been to South India, then you can see the kind of craze people they have to visit temple, especially on this day. That they are just getting line up one by one. That okay, how they can go and take the blessings of Lord, but they are not knowing that okay, how this day is very important. One more thing I would say that uh, going to Lord and taking His blessing. Yes, uh, it's every day. It's like Akshay. And in the Bhagavad Gita also we know that Neha Vikramana Swasti Pattavayana Vidyate Swampamesta Dharmasya Trayate Mahatobhyat. A small thing, whatever we are doing in the devotional service, it's not going to, diminish or finish or maybe the lost or anything because it is permanent. So the outside person, they know that, okay, on this day, if I go, on this day, if I do any devotional service, that is like permanent. Yeah, that's sure that it will be permanent. But other days are also permanent. But what makes actually this day very special? That is very important for all of us that to know actually, because every day has different kind of significance, because there are very various in appearance day, disappearance day, or it may be the very pleasing day to the Lord. As we know that how Ekadasi and different appearance and disappearance day are very auspicious. So I have just pointed out, written some of the points, like some of the events which took place on this special day. There may be many, I know, but I have just listed some of that. So, may I request Satyam Prabhu to read?
Important events.
Yes, please.
Sudama visited Krishna,
Mm.
beginning of Treta Yuga.
Mm.
Mother Ganges descended. Lord Parshuram appeared. Pandavas received Akshay Patra. Vyasadeva started composing Mahabharata.
Yes. So thank you very much, Prabhuji, for reading. So from that, if we just take one or two, that for very important that how Mother Ganges descended on this planet to deliver all the sons of Sagar Maharaj, those who were cursed by the Rishi Jannu Muni, and they got liberated. Then if we go again, Vyasdev started composing Mahabharat, especially for the Kali Yuga and the less intelligent person, or those who are not so advanced to understand the Vedic literature. For them, this Mahabharata is very important. The very important devotee, Pandavas, those who were in the forest in their Agyatvas. So in that period also they had this Akshay Patra, and they were able to produce as much amount of food what they needed before Draupadi actually eats. So I'm just why I'm seeing these all events, because these all are very very important for a conditioned soul in this material world. Like first, if we see, then you will feel that okay, Sudama visited Krishna. What's a very big deal? For a devotee is very big deal, because we understand that Krishna is meeting Sudama is not very ordinary. Because even when Sudama visited, everybody was laughing. Those who were laughing, the doormans were laughing, the this Dwarkavasis, they were thinking that, oh, is he, friend of Krishna? Is he lying or is he mad? Because as for us also, many of them they laugh. They think that, oh, these guys are chanting, wasting time. Who knows whether Krishna is there or not? Whether you have seen Krishna or not. But we know that yes, I have my personal relationship with Krishna, and Krishna will reciprocate. And with that faith, we all are, moving ahead in our devotional service. So very important point for everyone that yes, I have my relationship with Krishna, and he will reciprocate whether I am, beggar, whether I have nothing, whether my kurta is torn, whether I am looking very ugly, whether I don't have any intelligence. But Krishna, I have a relationship with Krishna, and Krishna never forgets that whether I am in any body. So that makes very important that with this, incident, that is how Sudama visited and Lord accepted. Rukmini Devi, she is watching and, she's just amazed. Krishna is serving. Who is this Brahmana? Although looking like very poor, but Krishna has so much awe and reverence towards him. The beginning of Treta Yuga, we know that how in the Treta Yuga, especially Lord Ramchandra appeared, his Maryada Purushottam, for as for the Kali Yuga, I would say that everybody is trying to have a Ram Rajya. So how it will come when we bring Lord Rama in our life? As already discussed about Mother Ganges, Parsuram appeared for a special function to annihilate all these miscreants for 21 times, because he was seeing that these all Kshatriyas were not qualified. So how much we should be qualified enough actually to drive away all the negative elements of the society. Very important as a devotee of Lord Krishna, and always the Pandavas receive Akshay Patra. So we always seek the mercy of the higher authorities, the demigods, and definitely we are not serving the demigods, but we are always seeking the blessings of everyone so that we can advance. So very important as becoming devotee also, that we are not deriding the demigods. We are giving the proper respect. Mahabharata and so many things are there. So these all events are there, making this event more and more, I would say, colorful And more important, that how this day is very important when we are performing a any devotional services, it is getting multiplied many more times. But in general, we see that what generally devotee or outsiders they do on this particular day. They give a charity, they perform devotional service, duty services, temple construction, prasadam distribution. So I saw many persons, they give with this desire that yes, now if I give charity, then it will come with the more and more, multiplied in numbers. Maybe if I'm giving 10, then it will become 10 into 10 to the power, I don't know, many, whatever you like. So that kind of charity they wanted to give to Lord so that they can get in that reciprocation. But anyway, devotees are not in that mood that, okay, I will be receiving. Ahetuki apratihata. They are not desiring anything from giving any charity. But very important here in this Akshay Tritiya, that a kind of act is invoked, I would say, in the life of everyone. That, okay, you have not given in any day. Okay, this is one of the day, start giving. The moment we start giving, then our Bhakti Unmukhi Sukriti is increasing more and more, and we are advancing more. That's very important, because here when we are saying about the charities, another Rup Goswami is also in the nectar of instruction, he is instructing that how we give charity. And in the Bhagavad Gita, we know that how to purify our money and everything, there are some acts which when we are performing, then it's getting kind of purified. And at the top of everything is the devotional service. When we are performing our devotional service, everything is getting purified. Definitely, whatever we have, if we are serving with that wholeheartedly, we will receive the mercy. But if we are holding back something, then Krishna knows. Because as we know that in the Bhagavad Gita, I sing Sarvasya Chaham Riddhi Sannavishto Matta Smriti Ganam Apohanam Cha Vedascha Sarver Ahameva Vedyo Vedant Kridved Videva Chaham. Sarvasya Chaham Riddhi Sannavishto. He is sitting in each and everyone's heart. So he knows what is happening inside our heart. I cannot hide from him that, okay, I cannot pose in that, Prabhu, I'm very good devotee. I cannot say, because he knows that how much, I am degraded or where is my stand. So I cannot cheat him. So if I serve with my best of the capabilities or the capacity which I have, then Krishna is very much pleased. As I already gave the example of Sudama. Sudama, although look like externally, what he gave, chipped rice, but Krishna is Dwarkadhish. But Krishna knows that what he brought, it is more than what he could afford, I would say. So that's what Krishna gave him or reciprocated with him the way actually he could. Uh, I would say that he could not give more than, because Sudama gave more than that, more than 100%, and what Krishna can give more than 100%. But still, as an act of reciprocation, Krishna gave something. So definitely in our devotional service, we should give our 100%. But anyway, our efficiency, if it is less also, we should try with different various ways actually. Not only the charity ways, but our mind, by our speech, whatever capability we have, whatever talent we have, we can utilize in the service of Lord Krishna. Then definitely Krishna knows that yes, he's trying to serve with various ways, and he will give us more and more mercy actually. And in that, I will not only in these all events are happening, but specifically if we see in our India, there are many more events are also happening. Like I have just made some of the slides on that. So let's see about Simhachalam. How many of you been to Simhachalam? You can raise your hand. Not like this, maybe the soft copy of raising hand. Okay, so some of you have been visited. So thank you. Nityanand Mayapur has visited. So I also got the opportunity to visit one time when I was in Vizag in the year 2012. Just after passing my college, I went because my training was happening there. So, so we had darshan. Lord was totally covered in sandalwood pulp. So it's a very nice place, and it is said that when Lord Narasimhadev killed this Hiranyakasipu, so he was very angry and he went there, and just to pacify him, just to make him cool, they are giving this a lot of chandan, and it's always covered. And only on this particular day, Akshay Tritiya day, generally also if you see, it's a long queue. And going there also not easy. One state bus was there when I went actually. I don't know now if it has changed, because 12 and 25, 13 years passed. So long queue that time also. And on this particular day, people are making like, I hope now we are talking, many people, they may be in the queue to take darshan. Because again in the evening, what will happen? Whatever this sandal was removed, in the evening again they will apply. So they will not have darshan of Lord, means in that way, means without sandalwood. And definitely on this day they do this Mahabhisek of Lord also to give him pleasure. And and then next is our construction of Rath Yatra chariot. I hope many of you have been to Puri. I hope all of you, not many, all of you have been to Puri, and you have seen that how this Rath Yatra, the giant Rath, they are starting making on this particular day for the pleasure of Lord Jagannath, because Lord Jagannath comes out and from Nilachal he goes to Sundrachal and gives out mercy to all the devotees and the outsiders also. So this is also one very important event actually. Then comes, there are many, Remuna also. Remuna, the very famous pastime, that how this all took place. I just made a Madhvendra Puri talking. Maybe I'll talk it here only. So Madhvendra Puri, he was very nicely situated in Vrindavan Dham. And one fine day he gets a dream that, okay, Gopal DT is asking him, please, I'm here, take me out. So he takes him out and then he does whole Mahabhisek. And within no time, all the villagers, they are coming, bringing all doodh, dahi, makhan, everything. And, giving a whole Abhishek of Lord. And then after certain days, Lord asked him that, I am feeling so, my body is so heat. So to make it cool, what you have to do? Madhyanpuri, you have to go and get chandan for me. And he comes for getting chandan, although having no money and no some recommendation from any temple or some authorities. He's just walking on the faith that yes, Lord has ordered me to go. And very important, I would say that instruction for all of us. The reason is that Madhvenpuri was very nicely situated in Vrindavan Dham, serving the Lord. He could have thought that, okay, this dream is, maybe some kind of illusion. I don't want to leave Vrindavan Dham because Vrindavan Dham is so nice and I'm always Krishna consciousness, very important. But if I go out, though, I don't know whether I will get prasadam on time, whether I will be in Krishna consciousness, because in that time train was not there. But for us also, as and Prabhupada also, as he gave the instruction to His Holiness Jayaprakash Swami Guru Maharaj to preach while staying in Sridham Mayapur, and through his assistant to preach outside. But we know that how Guru Maharaj in the beginning days he was writing that that time only his god brothers were there, so he was also going out and not taking the advantage of those instructions that, oh, now Prabhupada has said to me stationed in Sridham Mayapur. Definitely Nityanand Mayapur will catch me later after this incident and he will say that you come out from Sridham Mayapur saying is not sufficient. So I will try, but I'm just trying to think about whole the situation, that how Guru Maharaj took up this passage and he went actually to preach. And now we know that how he preached in the South India, he preached in the Middle East, and he gave in one of the classes that how he met some of the devotees in in the airport, and he talked with him and he gave Krishna consciousness in the airport for whatever time he had, and many of them they became devotee. And one of the devotee who came from Oman, actually, just recently, couple of, I would say, before just Guru Maharaj Vyas Puja, he was here. So he explained about that how he was in Sarjahan, and then he met Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj gives him Krishna consciousness, and he asked him to preach. And then later he took up the message and he started preaching Sarjahan, Oman, and different places, and made many various devotees. So how Guru Maharaj took the opportunity to go out, although it may look like it's like violating the principle of devotional service, Guru Avagya, but um, we know that the first class devotee, he knows the heart of his Guru. So Guru always is pleased that when we take up the devotional service and preach, although maybe the situation is very adverse, different problems, so many things. But anyway, so our Madhven Puri also had this kind of dream, and then he goes. But Krishna makes the arrangement. You see, this whole pastime and whole situation, this kind of situation, Lord is ready to give all the glories, fame to his devotees only. Whatever situation may be, whether we are seeing the Bhagavad Gita incident, whether Russia event, whether anything. Even if you take, I don't want to go in the political field, but like Bangladesh situation, the whole world is like known. They know about ISKCON. They know what is Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, who are the monk. Different many things happened. So yeah, in one sense, it is very bad that devotees were harassed. Many temples were uh, destroyed. So many things happened. But Krishna has different plans also. So this Madhven Puri goes out and then he reaches to Remuna, and there he's taking darshan of Lord Gopinath. And then he came to know that okay, there is a very special item which they offer to Gopinath, and that is the kheer, a special kheer. So he had a kind of thought that can I have some of that kheer so that I can prepare for my Gopal. So he's always thinking about his Isht Devta, that is Gopal deity in Vrindavan, and always thinking that how to serve him. That the thought is only how to serve him, not that how to enjoy it. And then Lord knows the inner desires, and he knows that he's not thinking that how to eat it. So anyway, Lord fulfill the desire, and he makes he does the famous pastime of stealing the kheer. And this whole incident took place, and then he thought that no, oh, Lord has stolen this kheer for me. Now my everybody will think that I am a pure devotee. They will come, they will try to take blessings from me, they will worship me, but I am not worthy of worship. Only Gopinath is worthy of worship. And then he runs away from there, but he's not knowing that his glory has already reached to Puri. So before he reaching to Puri, his glory has already broadcasted. I don't know how it was broadcasted, although that time internet was not there. So anyway, Krishna, when he has planned, then he can do anything. So he reaches and he gets all the chandan, everything, and then he comes back. And while on the way, he had all the free passage, I would say, free passage, prasasti patra, no hindrance, no problem on the way, and all the taxes also, and some men were also provided. Then he reaches to Remna again, and then again he gets a dream that okay, why you will take this all chandan and other thing, and I am here Gopinath, non different from your Gopal in Vrindavan. So apply this all chandan to here, and from that day this whole chandan yatra started there, and the deity actually getting chandan in the full body on this day, and they apply actually on the face and everything. So this regarding this Chandan Yatra, that how this whole incident we are reading, that how this Chandan. So how this Chandan is very important to Lord. Let me, before going to that, let me just give one more example. There are many, but I'm just saying regarding the Badrinath temple. That is also opened on this day, because in the winter day they closed this Gangotri, Yamunotri, all the temples, whatever they have. And it is said that in this whole winter time, the demigod, the Brahmaji and others, they come and they do the worship of this Narnaran there. And this Chandan actually, while actually reading this whole situation, I came across the two incident of Chandan actually, that how it is more dear actually to Lord, and Lord actually is very eager to take this kind of services. One of the incident was there regarding Kubja. I hope I have just taken the screenshot. You can see on your screen. This is in the 42 chapter of Krishna book. So here it is saying, Krishna and Balram saw a hunchbacked young woman carrying a dish of sandalwood pulp through the street. Since Krishna is the reservoir of all pleasure, he wanted to make all his companions joyous by cutting a joke with the hunchbacked woman. So I think that what Krishna has a business to deal with this, because this whole beautiful the gopis, they are much more beautiful than this hunchback woman. Even it is explained that the Mathuras, all the ladies, beautiful ladies, they were watching from the top, and they were thinking that, oh, how fortunate the Braj, this gopis are there. Krishna is watching, they are able to see Krishna all the time. They are so beautiful. And Krishna, he has left them also. He has come to this Mathura, and then he's cracking a joke with this hunchbacked woman. And what he's saying, "O tall young woman, who are you? Tell me, for whom are you carrying this sandalwood pulp in your hand? I think you should offer this sandalwood to me. And if you do so, I'm sure you will be fortunate." So, but if you get more details of that, when Prabhupada says in different places that how Krishna is not accessible to this fallen, or fallen in the sense means like the demons, demons, because the demons, they are so, definitely you may ask the question that Prabhuji, demons were killed by Krishna, that how you are saying that they are not fortunate, another thing. But yesam twanta gatam papam, who can perform devotional service, whose pap has gone, vanished. So this hunchback woman, if we go through the nectar of devotion, some of the uh, one was that if somebody is sinful, then what is that? He will not have a beautiful body features. He will have disease and other things. So according to that, if we see, then this woman is like hunchbacked and not looking good also. So she is not looking good and she is doing this kind of services. And I was thinking that even the Kansa, who was like a king for that place, Mathura, he is taking the service of this Kubja. What is, very special for that? Because Kubja is not so beautiful, hunchback woman. Why a king will take service from this kind of, person? But then later the more I was hearing about this whole thing, and I thought, yes, this Chandan, sandalwood paste, it gives so very nice aroma. And this lady, she was knowing actually how to apply actually this sandalwood pulp. Because I hope that many of you have been to Mayapur. So this applying Chandan is not so very easy task. And preparing Chandanwood paste also not very easy. How many of you have done this grinding of Chandan? Okay, Arka Prabhu has done, Sumit Prabhu has done. Okay, so thank you. So if you see, then if you are doing very fast, like this, then the paste will be like very thick. And then if you apply on the body of Lord, after a certain time, what will happen? In the Lord's body, you will find a kind of crack. Thank you, Satyam Prabhuji. You have raised your hand. So you will find that, there are some cracks. So the pujaris, they were saying, one time when I was doing this kind of machine gun kind of what I say, grinding, Then he said that, no, you make, do very slowly, smoothly, so that, the finer kind of paste will be made. And with that finer paste, if I apply it in the body of Lord, then there would be no cracks. But if you are doing with this kind of machine gun kind of, you know, grinding, then it will not be good. So anyway, so this is one of the thing. So how much care we have to take it, even if I apply this chandan to Lord. And the more you are doing with a very nice, the aroma is more, more and more. So anyway, this hunchbacked woman story has come. So let's see here. So then he's saying that he indicated that there was no use in serving a demon. She would do better to serve Krishna and Balram and get an immediate result of the service. So as we know that the moment she saw actually to Krishna and Balram, she was like totally sold out. No, I would serve Krishna. And she had a desire also, a kind of lusty desire, and she wanted to enjoy to Lord Krishna. She openly say that, but kind of Lord Krishna indicated that Balramji is there. You should have, be in the limit. You should not talk this all kind of thing in front of senior. So anyway, Krishna gave a promise that I will come to your house. And then later, after this killing of comes, Lord Krishna goes. This description in the 40th chapter you will find. Krishna goes in her house, and she has made all kind of arrangement that how she can seduce kind of Krishna. But Krishna, we know that yes, Kandar Koti Kamniya. So Kandar Kotis cannot do anything what this Kubja can do. But anyway, the moment Krishna, kept his one leg on his one leg, and then he just kind of gave a jerk. She became the most beautiful lady of Mathura, I would say. And the hunchback also gone. And see, the descriptions are there that how her bodily, structure has changed. She was like one of the best beauty queen of that particular point. So we are not going in that detail that what all things were there. But how much just small thing that she gave only sandalwood pulp to Krishna and Balram. And this much, result that they got the, she got the mercy that she became so beautiful. And Krishna came to her house. That's very important. Krishna came to her house, removed all the lusty desires, gave Krishna prem just for small services. Then I was meditating more, and then I was thinking, I got this point because in the Jhulan Yatra in Sridham Mayapur, they sing this song every day. This Radha Krishna Prana Mora Jugala Kishore. In that one line is that saying Syama Gauri Ange Divo Chandanera Gandha Chamara Dulabo Kabe Heri Mukha Chandra. So this third line, this Narottam Das Thakur he's saying, singing this song, prayers to the Sakhis, that how he wants to serve Lord, Radha and Krishna. So he's saying, I will anoint their dark and fair forms with sandalwood paste, scented with chua, and I will fan them with a chamar whisk. Oh, when will I behold their moon-like faces? So it may appear like this chandan is so insignificant. Why I am getting so much more mercy? Because it's pleasing to Lord. And specifically, in this summer season, what happens? We find that there are two problems in the summer. Our body is too heat, we require coolness, isn't it? So this coolness is provided by chandan, this sandalwood, and then next is that we get bad, orders, gandh aata hai sharir se. So this chandan is so, giving so much smell that the whole kind of the area becomes scented. And even to scent the street and other places, if you read the description of Dwarka, when Lord was entering in the Dwarka, the persons or the caretaker, those who were kind of decorating the whole city of Dwarka, Then they gave this sandalwood pulp, mixed with water and different other things to whole cities because so much good smell and Lord likes it. So this is very important that yes, how much we can give it to Lord, because our effort is also required. And this summer season we get a various flowers also which has very nice fragrance. One of the thing is one of the flower name is Gandharas, so much smell. Then a small belly, I think that is also giving so much fragrance. Different kind of chapa flowers are there. So various flowers are there which is giving so much nice smell, aroma. And that is here saying in that song. Gathiya mala tir mala dibo dohar gale adhare tuliya dibo karpura tambule. That after stringing together garland of malti flower, I'll place them around their neck, and I will offer tambula scented with camphor to their lotus mouths. So very important that how this malti flowers and other we are offering. And we know that in the this Pandav Nirjala Ekadasi, we offer this malti flower in one of the day. This malti flower also looks very small, but it has very nice fragrance. And it is so dear to Lord that the fragrance and everything whatever required, it may look like, in Hindi it is one thing, one common saying is that dekhan mein chota lage par ghav kare gambhir. So I don't know it's fitting or not, but this flower looks like very small, very insignificant, but fragrance is amazing. I gave one time, one devotee was there, and then I gave him, take this multi flower. And he thought that what is this multi flower? And I said, just smell it. Then then he said that, do you have one more? I said, then I gave him the next one. So that kind of thing, the how much we are able to please the Lord. So this is one of the thing. Now this whole situation, that how in this Akshay Tritiya or in this whole situation we are serving the Lord. And Srila Prabhupada, when it comes to Srila Prabhupada, he also started this one of the very famous thing, the League of Devotee. He had a desire to preach, and his spiritual master also said him that yes, why don't you preach? Because you are educated person. So he started with League of Devotee. You may say that Prabhuji wo to band ho gaya tha, it was closed. Yes, it was closed, but our attempts are never baffled. Or Krishna is seeing that how much I am sincere. Okay, one thing is closed, whether I am trying for the next or not to please my guru and the senior. Very important that always thinking that how to spread the message of Lord Chaitanya. That's a very significant uh, part and role of any kind of devotee in this whole world. Any kind of devotee, how we can serve our spiritual master, because all the instructions are very difficult. No instruction are easy. If you say that Prabhuji chanting 16 round is easy, just go away from the devotees association, you will understand that okay, is it easy or difficult? Following 480 principles, without mercy of guru, without mercy of our previous achara, very very difficult, very very difficult. So anyway, but if we have sincere desire to serve and please the Lord, Krishna gives that special mercy. So Prabhupada did this one. We know that how League of Devotee was closed. Prabhupada was kind of shattered that okay, we did something, but the place was taken by some of the ladies, very influential. So Prabhupada took the message, and then again he started trying to go to the west, because that was the instruction of his spiritual master. He went to New York, Harbor, Boston also he reached. That how he started preaching. So very important that yes, marking a special day to please the Lord, because this is League of Devotee, especially in India, and on this day, Akshay Tritiya. So you will say that प्रभु जी उन्होंने तो अक्षय तृतीया दिन चालू किया था, इसका क्षय कैसे हो गया? ये क्षय नहीं हुआ, it's not क्षय, it's not destroyed. It is our dedication, that yes, how Krishna will take our exam, that yes, whether you are trying more or not. I know, as Nityanand Mayapur explained, taking up the service of any service, very, very difficult in the beginning. It may look like a kind of climbing the mountain. That's what we say, Pangum Langai Temgiri. We are Pangu. We are incapable to climb this big mountain. But only by the mercy of Guru, this is possible. So yes, we have to give a try. Then one time we may fall, second time again we may fall, third time also we may fall. Because in Prabhupada's life, you see, this typewriter was stolen, manuscript was stolen, so many problems, one by one. If you want to listen more and more how much Prabhupada suffered, you listen Rameswar Prabhu. He will tell you that how much suffering Prabhupada underwent. And the moment when he will see, he will cry. So anyway, I don't want to go much in that. So this is one of the things. So as a devotee, for us, what is that? What we can do? What lessons we can do actually from Akshay Tritiya? As we have already discussed, that how this coolness we are giving to Lord, fragrance and service to Guru. A very important that our dedication. It's not that superficially serving to our Guru. One of the incident when I was discussing with one of the devotee, he was explaining that how actually we are becoming, how somebody takes or accepts someone as a master, because this whole devotees, they are serving with their various capacities and so much dedication, that Krishna is thinking that let me serve him. You see, whole means like in any situation, whether it's like Srila Prabhupada, whether like it's any devotee, Haridas Thakur, anyone, forgot, yeah, Rup Goswami, Sanatan Goswamis, and any pure devotees, they have only desire, one desire. I want to serve Lord. That's all. No other desire. And that's what Krishna is also having, only one desire. How can I also serve them without asking? So in this whole world, different persons, they are thinking that if I can get that post, then I can serve better. Or if I can get that post, then I will be able to rule over. No, not possible. Only actually when we are becoming servant in that way to serve, then they are able to understand that yes, how much he is willing to do that. And then they naturally accept him as his master. One of the incident I remember, Malti Mataji. I hope that same. So Malti Mataji, she served very nice. She cooked actually very nice prasadam, and so many god brothers of Srila Prabhupada came, and Prabhupada, while tasting prasadam, he asked other god brothers also that how is prasadam, and they all said that very nice. Then Prabhupada said that this all preparation is made by Malti. And then in while talking to this god brothers, he said, this Malti, she can give her life for me, and I can also give my life for her. So it was not only the words of Srila Prabhupada, and it was not only the word of exaggeration for Malti Mataji. She was, yeah, definitely ready to give her life for Srila Prabhupada. And that's what we see. The whole, whatever, if you read the Leelamrit, the whole, whatever devotees are there, A to Z, they had only one desire. Prabhupada wanted it, I want to serve him. I want to please him, that's all. And that was the success. That only one desire. Ar na koriho mane asa. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitita Koryakya. So this key line, Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitita Koryakya Arana Koriho Mane Asa. This whole incident, if you see from the very beginning, Madhvendra Puri, yes, Lord was there, Lord was guiding him. Prabhupada, or any whatever incident we have gone through, this all situation is teaching that only. That yes, if we have taken the instruction of spiritual master as life and soul, then our life is successful. Then our this Akshay Tritiya or any day is success. If we have not taken and we are thinking that okay, I can serve on this day and then I can go back to Godhead. Yes, in one sense you can go back to Godhead, but you may forget also. Why? Because in another day you are not Krishna consciousness. So we have to constantly serve. We have to always think that, yes, how can I serve? As Prabhupada was meditating always, always on the instruction of his spiritual master, that how can I do some services? And he exemplified. I'm not saying that he's not exemplified, just thinking. No, he published Back to Godhead magazine. He tried to establish League of Devotee. He tried to preach in India. He started giving his Bhagavatam to different libraries, different bookstalls, so that some of them they can read and they can become devotee. So anyway, not going in much more in that. So for this Akshay Tritiya, yes, definitely as a devotee, we can give whatever talents we have. We can give our time, we can give our money, we can give anything to serve Lord and to spread the message of Lord. But it has to be very genuine. Then Krishna understand that yes, he is serving with love and care. And then he will also reciprocate in that way. Ye thamam prapadyante tam tasya bhajamyam. The way we are reciprocating, Krishna is also reciprocating. So which way you want to get reciprocated? I hope definitely that all of you want to get the nice favorable wind of Lord, where he can be more merciful to us. And in spite of our all inabilities, he can give more and more mercy so that we can advance. So definitely on this Akshay Tritiya tomorrow, which is happening, so we can serve more and more and try to get more mercy by serving the devotees, especially our spiritual master. So thank you very much. If you have any comments on that, so you can share.
Hare Krishna, Hare devotees. If you have any question, kindly raise your hand. We have some raised hand here, like Rakatiwari Prabhu has raised hand.
Okay, Arka Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I heard in Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita while His Grace Amog Leela Prabhu is explaining Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita, and he was saying that when spiritual master give you some instruction, or in the form of Vani, or in the in general message, or some personal message, he bestow his blessing
Hmm.
through his words. So I need some clarification regarding this. So if you could, it will be helpful for me. That we think, oh, spiritual master, some of thing like we think that, oh, spiritual master doesn't give me that blessing. In Bengal, we can see, Gurudev Kripa Korun, Kripa Korun. They are just trying to grab the feet of the spiritual master and giving the palm the head. But actually, Amulila Prabhuji was explained that when spiritual master says something through his words, his lotus mouth, then he already bestow his blessings through his words or one. So can you explain this a little that I can understand?
Hmm. Two incident. I would narrate one from Srila Prabhupada, and second I would narrate from the life of Brahmaji. So when Srila Prabhupada was given the instruction in the first meeting, so after that he was not so kind of, I would say, regular as the different brahmacharis and sannyasis, those who were getting the association of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. But Bhakti Sri Thakur, he was already knowing that how these all devotees, uh, means like especially Srila Prabhupada would carry out the instruction, and that's what he gave a very specific instruction to Srila Prabhupada, and Srila Prabhupada carried out, which we know that he was not always behind that how to get the mercy by just taking the charan dhuli, but he was knowing that he is executing the mercy. And one of the Baldev Vidyabhushan commentary where he read that making the spiritual master instruction life and soul, then he was like totally moved that yes, I have to make it. And that's why if you read Bhagavad Gita, it was dedicated to Baldev Vidyabhushan. You can read in the beginning. And then a similar incident is happening with Brahmaji. Brahmaji was also given the task to create actually this whole secondary creation, and then he's thinking that how to do it properly, and then he's worshipping Lord. For him, Lord is the spiritual master and Lord is Lord for him. So when he was praying, then when Krishna appears, then he says that Brahma, you don't worry about that. What mercy and strength you are asking, that has been already given to you. So that is one incident that Lord came and specifically confirmed that yes, you have already have those powers. And for as a spiritual master, not only Prabhupada, but after that also those who are properly following it, they are also getting the same mercy. They are also getting same mercy. You can see, and how they are successful because they have followed Prabhupada words as it is, and that's what their success is there. And after that, not only the Prabhupada, but Prabhupada disciples also, when they are also following the instruction, they are also getting the same mercy. So from where they have received this mercy? Because they are not taking always the, lotus dust from the spiritual master, but they are following the instruction. Because as Krishna, as I already said, Krishna is seeing in our heart that whether I am serious or not, whether if I am sincere, then he gives the mercy. Otherwise, we don't have all time connection. If you just go with another point also, Sabri, this Lakshya, Haridas Thakur initiated, he didn't give, his lotus feet, take on your head my full mercy, not like that. Follow the instruction and they were saved. Sabri was also away from her spiritual master, and spiritual master said that one day Ram will come. She was following the instruction, and then one day Lord Ram appeared. So very important, this whole parampara, if we see in the whole parampara, following the instruction has been stressed a lot. That if you follow the instruction, then your success is there. Definitely, we should not be like some kind of a speculative person that even the spiritual master is there, and if we have the opportunity to take the lotus feet dust and we don't take it. So definitely, if we have the opportunity, we should take it, but we should not forget about the instruction, because that is very important for a devotee, and that is the success.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Krishna. Okay, so
Hare Krishna. So
Krishna.
I think we are done. There is one other dude, Satyam Prabhu, has raised his hand. Satyam Prabhu would like to say, please speak.
Last question.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. My question is how to serve the spiritual master and the Lord with a loving attitude.
A very important question, that how we can serve them in very loving, mood. One thing is that what they actually wants, we must know from them that what you want. Like specifically for His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, he said that what instruction you want to follow, just send me a message, because Srila Prabhupada gave me a lot of instruction. Whatever is easy, feasible for you, that you take it and just send a message. I will be very happy. And he said about that, always he's stressing that wherever you are, don't become Brahmastra, but you get in some of the ashram, follow very properly, and that will please. Because if we are in any ashram or anywhere, if we are properly following, then we are setting an example, and others are also getting inspired. But if I'm in any ashram, just take an example, maybe if I'm Grihastha ashram and I'm not trying following properly, I'm not engaged in preaching, I'm thinking that, oh, I'm a Grihastha, how can I preach? Very difficult. No, 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 not at possible. No, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu this whole Leela, we see that all Grihasthas are there. Now still in India, uh, many are Grihasthas in the whole uh, Gulf country, the Middle East, all are Grihasthas. But how the preaching is happening? In the West also many of them are Grihasthas. How the preaching is happening? So preaching must go on, and that is actually pleasing, because when the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's prophecy is spreading more and more, his teachings are becoming available for more and more person, then definitely spiritual master will be more pleased. So in that way we can please Lord also, and we can please our spiritual master also. Is that okay, Satyam Prabhuji?
Ji Prabhu.
Okay, so thank you very much for all of you for being patient while 1 hour. Okay, so we'll
Hare
stop here.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. Thank you so very much, His Grace Rasmay Nityanand Prabhu, for wonderful, wonderful katha and so many relevant points, so many lessons from different pastimes, starting from Lord Brahma, Lord Krishna, even all Srila Prabhupada's pastimes also. And one particular thing that I personally like was that in Akshay Tritiya, don't leave trying for the pleasure of Guru and Krishna. That's what you told very nicely, giving the example of Srila Prabhupada, always doing effort to in order in line of pleasing his spiritual master. Even though most of them are failure, uh, League of Devotees or whatever it was. I mean, apparently failure. It was nothing as failure as such for Paramahansa Bhagavad like Srila Prabhupada. But that is Akshay. So thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving your wonderful association. So we like to call upon all the devotees here assembled. Kindly open up your videos, open up your audios, unmute yourself, and loudly chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Prabhu. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare.
Thank you so very much. Shri Prabhupada Ji Jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hari Hari Bol.